So as a side note, we're doing compounds. So or, whenever you see the word or is like a union. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a number line like this. And you're going to have, well, let me do it this way so it looks better. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a graph that looks something like this, where you have something going this way and maybe something going this way. All right. Now, if you don't have colored pencils and pens, that's okay. I'll show you another way that you could graph these. If you see the word and, that's an intersection. You guys remember that? From algebra, intersection. And so for those on your number line, they're going to overlap. So you might have an open circle here, closed circle. You can have all kinds of variations. But it's going to be where they overlap. Okay? Another version of this is if you have x and stuff over here and stuff over here. Those are all versions of intersection. So let's talk about that. This is a union. This is a union. This is an intersection. And this is an intersection. So we kind of have an idea what the graph will look like. Why? Because it's written like this. And you see the word and over here. You see the word or and or. So now when you see the word or, no two ways about it. You're just going to have to solve it twice, kind of, right? So not too bad. I'm going to say negative 4 plus 4x is less than 20. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. These will cancel, and I get 4x is less than 24. Divide both sides by 4, and I get x is less than 6. So that's an open circle at 6. Everything to the left of 6. Now another way you could graph it is you could draw the line like this. That's one way to do it. In fact, let's start doing it that way because some of you guys don't have fancy colored stuff. And so that's another way to do it. All right, so now we got to do this thing over here. So I'm going to say 8x minus 4 is greater than 76. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Oh, started to write the answer. Plus 4. So I got 8x is greater than 80. Divide both sides by 8. And I get x is greater than 10. Open circle at 10, right? And so I could just graph it this way. Okay, that's another way you can write it. All right, so any questions on that? How many of you guys got that one? Okay, aside from a couple of math errors maybe? You need to know how to do this on your own by the time you take the test, okay? So now for this next one over here, number 14, and it's just how I said it would be, right? The graph. Let's do this one. So for this one, I'm going to say x minus k is less than or equal to 3.
You said x instead of 6.
Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. I do math all day long, so sometimes I misspeak. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Yeah, I did say x instead of 6. Right? Negative k is less than or equal to. I watch these videos sometimes, right? And I go back and I go, oh, no wonder the kids are confused. All right, now I don't want a negative k. So what do I do?
Divided by a negative.
Yeah, we're going to divide by a -1. Whatever I do on one side, I got to do to the other. Also, when you divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality symbol. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, so that's positive k. -3 divided by -1 is positive 3. Okay, so I'm going to do a closed circle on this one, and then anything to the right, right? Let's do the next one. 9 plus 3k is less than 6. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides, and I get 3k is less than -3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and I get k is less than -1. Open circle at 1, and any value less than that. So it's just like I said, union or goes this way, right? I'm trying to fit my, it closes my